Hi, this is Francis Herdes. Welcome to the live video here. Have you ever experienced that you reacted in the same way like your mother, or that you see certain things just like your father or grandfather? Well, there's a lot of things connected with us and our families. So in this video I want to show you a fragrant inspiration on how to cleanse and how to release old family energies. Even though as teenagers we often say, when I grow up I will never be like my mother, or when I'm an adult I will never be like my father. Many teenagers say that they are in a kind of resistance mode, whereas as children we learn quite a lot from our parents and grandparents, from our whole family, and we take over reaction modes, we take over certain beliefs, certain thoughts, certain energies. And have you ever wondered why certain thoughts or certain emotions or certain reaction modes just occur in your life, or you experience things over and over again where you have the feeling, that doesn't really belong to me, but I carry it around? Well, I discovered this simple application when I was doing a 90-day intensive. Twice a year, I always have a certain yearly rhythm. So twice a year, I go all in into growing my business for 90 days. So I focus on new videos, I focus on new workshops, and it's it's a very interesting time because when you focus your energy on one thing, you also discover your self-limiting beliefs. You also discover certain blockages where you block yourself from having success. For example, in this example, I don't know if you do focus times where you grow your business, where you bring forward important projects. During that time, when you're really in the action and implementation mode, that is when certain beliefs show. That is when you quickly realize something is holding me back, something is keeping me from having that success and fulfillment. So during one of my coaching sessions, during the 90 days, it was last year, I think, I started doing the simple application, and I love doing those applications for 30 days because it takes a certain time to really realize and release that old belief or that old emotion that might not belong to me, but I might have taken it over from one of my family members. And there's a very interesting book, in German at least. It's called Kriegsenkel, war, how's it called? Not nephews, but war children, you could say. And the authors of this book, they realized that the children of grandmas or grandpas who lived during the wartime in Europe, they have taken over a lot of those reaction modes and survival modes of their grandparents. So they still experience certain things in their life, and they still do certain things in a certain way in their lives. And then sometimes they wonder why they feel stuck, or why they shut down emotionally, or why they experience a certain stress in their lives. And there's many interesting stories in that book, and it all relates to this topic of family energies. Because have you ever wondered where a certain belief or where a certain feeling comes from, if it's not your own, but you carry it around from someone in your family? Now that you are here, now that you live your own life, it's time to realize that it might not be your thought or your emotion, and that it's time to really let go of it. So 30 days is a very good time to change, for example, beliefs, because it takes about 70% of your body cells to really adapt to a change. Especially the cell's consciousness, it takes some time to really adapt to the change, especially if you've carried that emotional pattern or that belief around with you your whole life, maybe for 30 years or 40 years. Because as you grow up, you learn a lot from your parents and grandparents, from your whole family, and you cultivate it, you carry it around. So releasing it takes some time, and 30 days is often a very good window to take effective change. So there's a certain oil blend I use for that. If you know my live videos and webinars and seminars, you know I always do it in a fragrant way, because via the sense of smell, via fragrances, we really have a very good, how do you say, you, the limbic system is very well accessible for us. Via what we smell, we have a direct connection to our emotions and memories, and we can take the chance to really release them. So this blend is a blend made of myrrh and other ancient anointing oils, which really help you to realize what kind of pattern is behind it, or what kind of thought occurs, or what kind of energy you carry around. And I take a drop onto the palm of my hand and use the two ancient anointing fingers of the right hand and activate that oil and apply it on my head chakras, and then also on my hand and foot chakras. And then I just visualize a stream, like a blessing, like a light, which is cleansing the whole generations of my family. The 7 generations that came before me and the 7 next generations that come after me. It's really like a stream of consciousness, a blessing, like a cleansing light that cleanses all those old energies. Sometimes you don't even know, or you cannot define what kind of energy or thought that is, but after doing the application, I often feel lighter and more cheerful and more grounded, because I know I've just released a bunch of old energies and I'm in my very own energy again. So now it's time to take back the power in your life and your own energy. So I love to do this as a little morning and evening meditation. I have this oil blend right beside my bed, because when you wake up in the morning, you set the tone for the whole day. You set your intention on what you want to accomplish that day, how you want to feel, and what you want to accomplish in that day. And right before going to bed, when you're already a little bit sleepy, that's a good transition time between being fully awake and getting to sleep. And this is where you can access your stream of consciousness or even your subconscious in the best way. So I do it as a morning and evening meditation, visualization, and I do it for 30 days. And it's a wonderful time always of releasing, of feeling the freedom, feeling my own energy again. And yeah, it's a wonderful application. There's a second part I use in this application, which is about harmony. And I'm going to show you that one in tomorrow's live video, taking place at 5:30 in the afternoon, Hamburg time, because I'm in the Hamburg time zone. But just Google your time zone if you want to attend live. And the most wonderful way to experience that is to really have that fragrance in your hands and to really dive into this meditation. So if you've never experienced this kind of cleansing and releasing meditation, I invite you to a fragrant letter. I put you this special oil blend and the other one on a fragrant card, and that lasts up to 30 days for quite some time, so you can put your nose into that card and do that meditation. And for that, I'll just send it to you wherever you are. Just send me a message here in Messenger. And I also invite you to the webinars I do twice a month. You find them on my website livefragrantly.com, where I show you many useful and fragrant applications on how you can release your stressful thoughts and emotions and relax your body, be in your flow, and realize your highest potential. So for that, just go to livefragrantly.com and I send you the invitations via email. That's the easiest way usually. And yeah, I wish you happy implementing and look forward to your experiences with this special meditation. If you already have experiences or if you just want to send some greetings, just write it in the chat box here and I'm happy to connect with you. Alright, have fun in doing this and see you tomorrow in tomorrow's live video where I show you part 2 of this application. Until then, have a wonderful time and live fragrantly.